got it right this time. It's long, not up and down. By the way, Wendy from J&W, of course. I wanted to show you guys. I started doing the snakes today, cleaning and feeding. Right now I'm lining papers, which are more of the larger snakes. He's gonna photobomb. Are you gonna photobomb? Are some of the larger snakes are in cages, and of course all the hots are in cages and locked. And I throw everything. I'm terrible when I clean and feed. I throw everything on the floor, as far as their papers and stuff like that goes, and I throw all that on the floor and pick it all up when I'm done, and then I clean the floor, and then it's nice and clean. So in the meantime, I'm actually feeding a mandarin rat snake in this tote. We try to feed everything in totes. This way I have a chance to clean out their cage. So let me grab this and I'm going to show you. I've actually completed almost these two. Oh crap, got my hand in the way again. I've actually almost completed these two racks. You can see I'm working on this one. See all my garbage on the floor. I'm working on this one now, and I've already done this one over here actually. So everybody in this rack has been done and cleaned. And all of these are all the small little guys. These are small snakes. These guys have been done. This is the dwarf retic. She has not been done. You can see her. She has not been done. She needs to be cleaned and fed. And I'll do this rack when I'm done. And then these are the hots. There's locks on all of these cages. Those are the hots. And also these are also all hots. Anything that has one of these stickers on them means it's a venomous snake, and they all have locks. So I still have yet to do all of those. Yeah. Those wooden cages over here, these are not hots. These cages here, they are just larger snakes, like red-tailed boas, the anaconda, adumerals, and the hognose. This is the entrance way into here. I'm going to actually record feeding the mandarin if I can without getting her out or getting bit. Okay, so she's ready to eat. One more mousy. Here you go, honey. As you can see, we feed thawed out frozen. No button. There she goes. Sorry about the other day. So I was trying to videotape feeding some of the, I'm trying to eat my sub. Videotaping some of the snake room and stuff, and my phone kept saying that it wouldn't allow me to. Boots, do you mind with the ES? It wouldn't allow me to because I didn't have enough internal, what do you call it? Internal space storage on my phone. So it wouldn't let me. So anyway, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to finish, which I kind of didn't finish because I have to go back and feed the other half of the snakes still. So Joe actually fed the hots. And I realized by watching my, excuse my dog's ear. I realized by watching my video over, I wanted to reassure everybody when I meant hots, I mean rattlesnakes. Anybody want to like send me a lot of money so I can take a major vacation? I need to win the lottery, seriously, because I'm just overwhelmed sometimes. Like I can't even eat my meatball sub in peace without the dog begging to get something to eat. Anyway, again, about the hot thing. I get sidetracked easy. Bye-bye. Alright, anyway. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. Me and Chris were out all day doing stuff. Anyway, again, like I was saying for the third time, hots. What I meant by hots was that all those cages that we have that have locks on them with venomous tags, those are all native species that we use for educational programs. That we use for educational programs. So maybe this might be a little easier. Here we go. There we go. Okay, that's better because then the dog is like way over here. So basically what that means are they're animals that we use in educational programs, and I don't mean children education, I mean adult education or for other things, for people to learn about the native species that we have here in California. We have no cobras, nothing that's illegal or anything that requires a restricted species permit. What that means is that a restricted species permit is something that you have to have specific requirements through Fish and Game to acquire, and be able to house it has to be a locked facility of certain types of venomous snakes like cobras, mambas, gaboon vipers, eyelash vipers, taipans, cottonmouth, copperheads. There's a huge variety of venomous snakes from all over the world. So restricted species is exactly that. It's a restricted species that requires a permit from Fish and Game to be able to house and educate with them. We don't have any of those, so we don't. You don't need a restricted species permit, and you do are allowed to use a couple. I believe the limit is 2. We do have Northern Pacifics that we bring in, that we re-release, that actually come off of properties. If it's too late in the evening, we just re-release it the next day on secluded areas, as far as when we do rattlesnake removal. So we just re-release those native species. And we do have, like I said, a couple that we use for education. So just so anybody, in case like you're asking what hot means. And I don't want anybody to get their panties in an uproar and think that we have all these kinds of crazy venomous snakes that we do not have. We house nothing that's illegal. As far as restricted species permits that are restricted species that are needed, but with permits. Everything that we house is bought and sold in the pet trade, other than the rattlesnakes. Again, they are rattlesnakes that are native species to California, and we house a couple of them, different types, to do education, and that is adult education or that are put on display, except for the albino diamondbacks, which are wild. They're not wild caught, they're captive bred. So that's it, guys. So I just wanted to give a huge sorry that I wasn't able to do more in the snake room, but unfortunately my phone wasn't letting me. So until next time, everybody, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, see you later, alligator.